Hello, it's Matt Linklater here, and I want to share with you a tax credit that I would say every business owner is leaving on the table. And the reason that they're leaving it on the table is because nobody's told them about it. And typically, the only people that are servicing this type of tax credit are for companies who have 20,000 employees. So they really look at the cost efficiency. Now, for me, you know, I'm a champion of the small business in America, because I think they employ the most amount of people. And so I really want to help the small business. And so here's the tax credit that I haven't found a business that we've went to that's utilizing them, which is insane to me. It's the Work Opportunity Tax Credit. It's been around for decades, but nobody's utilizing it. And I think they're not utilizing because it's a little bit cumbersome to navigate. And so ultimately what this is that every time you hire somebody, there might be a tax credit that's available to you. So let's look at a couple of the people that we've worked with. So we work with one company that hires 40 people a year. And so they're on pace for a $40,000 tax credit that they didn't know that they were even entitled to. So we're able to, every person that they hire, we're able to screen and identify if they're a candidate for the Work Opportunity Tax Credit. And I'll discuss it in a little bit here. Not too long ago, we got off the phone with somebody, and that day they had hired somebody, and we were able to get them a $4,800 tax credit that they weren't never receiving. Now this person hires about 3 to 5 people a year, and now they're doubling the size of their shop and probably hire about 10 people a year. Now I'm not saying that they're going to get $48,000 in tax credits for all 10 of those people, but $10,000 is nice. So if they get somewhere between $10,000 and $48,000 in tax credits that they weren't utilizing, this is a 10-year-old business. Let's just say that they average $20,000 in tax credits a year. That could have been $200,000 in tax credits over the 10 years that they've been in existence. So there's opportunity out there for the people that you're hiring. Now, there's 11 different categories that people fall under for this Work Opportunity Tax Credit to see if they qualify. You know, one is a military service veteran. They qualify for up to a $9,600 tax credit from the government. So if you hire a service veteran that meets certain criteria, you can get a $9,600 tax credit that you didn't even know probably was available to you. Or if you hired a military person in the past, you might have been able to take this tax credit. Now, for instance, if there's people that are on the food stamps and SNAP, whatever they call it nowadays, that if they're on that, if they were on that, if somebody in their household's on it, they also qualify. So there's many different categories where people can qualify. But what I find is that most businesses aren't even utilizing this. One, because most business owners don't have the staff to be able to navigate what I call the WOTC, Work Opportunity Tax Credit, the WOTC program. So they have to have an employee to navigate it, or they have to find a company that's going to navigate this for them. Well, here at LBS, being that kind of virtual family office that we are, we want to analyze every one of your financial transactions, and we have identified, I would say 71 different strategies or so in the tax code that can help you through tax credits and tax efficiency. And the WOTC credit's just one of them. So if you're hiring people out there, you need to either get abreast of the WOTC program, or we'll do it for you. And so we'll do everything in the WOTC program for you to make sure that you're getting this tax credit, and you could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table. I look at the one business with $4,800. The pre-tax profit there is somewhere around 150 grand. So that 4,800 is pretty good. If you can extrapolate that over the 5 people they hire a year, that's pretty nice. You look at another business that hires 40 people a year and is on pace for $40,000. They have $1.5 million in pre-tax profit. Now, we've also done a lot of other programs for them, but get another $40,000 in a tax credit that they're not utilizing is nice money in the pocket for that business owner. And so the WOTC program is just one more thing that you're entitled to through the United States government to capitalize upon, but you got to go out there and do it. And so here at LBS, we'll actually do that strategy for you. We'll take care of it. So we'll do the WOTC program and make sure that you're filing all the proper paperwork, because you have to file the proper paperwork within 28 days, and then the client has to work for 120 days, and then you have to submit the wage and employee hours and things like that. So we'll make sure that you're 100% compliant and that you can start capitalizing on the WOTC credit. So I don't know what your individual case is going to be, but for every person that you hire, we can pre-screen them and see if they're available for the WOTC credit. Now, I'm not saying that there's ever a tie. You know, I don't believe in baseball there's ever a tie at first base and the tie goes to the runner. Somebody always wins. But let's just say you're hiring somebody and you have a tie between who should I hire? They're almost equal. Well, if one comes with a WOTC credit and one doesn't, you might be so inclined to take that, $9,600 on the high end to hire that person. And if somebody does qualify for a WOTC credit, you can help them out and give them the credit, and they can go to their new employer and say, hey, I come with this WOTC credit. So now you're helping out your prospective candidates, you're helping out other business owners, and so there's opportunity there for you to capitalize on a tax credit they haven't been utilizing in your business. And so think about how many people you hire a year, and then just really think about, could these people qualify for this work opportunity tax credit and provide you with a nice tax savings.